Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel and happy spooky season. This is the last movie in my Halloween run. It is the nighttime, well the evening time, almost nighttime. It'll definitely be dark during this movie at some point, and let me tell you, I am very nervous to watch the Blair Witch Project. This is a movie that I've heard a lot about, and this is a movie that I've wanted to watch a lot, but it's also a movie that I've just never watched, and also I don't usually watch horror movies. It's not like my go-to genre, so whenever someone brings up this movie I get a little nervous because horror isn't my favorite subject. However, the horror movies that I've watched so far for this Halloween, for this spooky season, haven't really scared me too much besides The Ring, which was more of a childhood thing. Like, I was super scared of it as a child, so it's kind of translated over to now. Besides The Ring, but it was also a scary movie. None of the other movies have really scared me too much, but I think this movie is going to be terrifying. I don't know why. I think it's just going to be a combination of the first person perspective of the camera and then just the dark forest in general, and maybe a good use of the imagination. I feel like we're not really going to see the antagonist in this movie, the witch. I'm assuming there's a witch in this movie. The other thing I know about this movie is the advertising, and the advertising for this movie is super cool. How they would put posters up on like the poles and stuff at the film festival, making it seem like this was an actual film. I think this is one of the first times, if not the first time, where a first person perspective, first person POV was the entire movie, making it look more real, more like a documentary. I think this movie was advertised as a documentary, as if this actually happened, and that these filmmakers, these group of teenage filmmakers, actually disappeared in the woods, and this was what was left of their footage. And I'm pretty sure there was also a like 40-minute documentary on these filmmakers and the film as an advertisement for this movie. I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. I didn't actually watch it, but I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. So the advertising for this movie is remarkable, and I really respect it, how it brought so much interest to this movie. I know this movie made so much money. It made a huge profit just because of the advertising alone, I think. Like, even if the movie sucks, the advertising got people to the theaters, and it was super creative, super good, and it can't really be done again now that the genre has transformed. These first person things are definitely transformed. You can't really fake a documentary like they did back in 1999 anymore. So I really appreciate the advertising for this film, and I think it's one of the coolest advertisements for a film that I've ever heard of in my life. Anyways, before we get into this movie, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light, and then we can decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm going to go, I actually don't know what color it's going to be, because I know this is a first person perspective movie, and I know it takes place in a forest at night, so I don't think there's going to be that much color in this movie. I think it's just going to be like almost like a black and white movie, if you will, because it's just going to be so dark, and the camera, I feel like the only lighting in this movie is really just going to be the camera light. So I don't really know. I'm gonna go red. No, I'm gonna go orange. Orange, not even for the movie. Orange because it's Halloween, and happy Halloween. I know this reaction doesn't come out on Halloween. Halloween's on the Sunday, and this one's gonna come out on the Friday, I think. But happy Halloween to everyone. I don't know what color this movie should be, so I'm going Halloween color of orange. Okay, let's get into this reaction. I hope you enjoy my reaction to the Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch Project. Oh, here we go. Even the title screams student film. I'm excited. It's even made as a documentary. What the heck?
Okay, just fine.
This is my home.
You look a little blurry there. Let me zoom out on you.
Okay.
Imagine watching this movie thinking it was real, though. That would be so cool, wouldn't it?
That's important, because that's what we're shooting on.
No one knows I took it, but I got it.
All right, come on, into the house.
Oh, that's a big camera.
We got rice, we got monster fruit punch.
Oatmeal raisin, baby.
The ultimate.
I hate that flavor. I don't know why I put my fist in the air like I was saying, good job. That's a bad flavor.
Marshmallow.
Oh my god!
What I like about this movie is that it actually feels like just some people with a camera going on this adventure, so far at least.
It's first slate.
First slate, marked by my lipstick.
Mikey, first slate. Kiss it. Good luck.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. He's eating the slate. Beautiful.
Quiet Maryland town. much like a small, quiet town anywhere.
She's making like a documentary about the Blair? Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, have you heard of the Blair Witch?
oh yeah, that's an old.
He's like, yeah, she was my wife.
Creepiest story
kind of an
about
omen,
her
isn't it?
that I ever heard was the two men were out hunting. And they were
And these people feel like real civilians just talking about it. What the heck? This is filmed pretty well.
And they searched his house and they found the bodies of 7 kids from the area.
What he did is
7 kids? What the heck?
Witches and ghosts and all that stuff.
Do you believe that there are some in this area?
Oh, definitely.
Do you believe in witchcraft?
He's a witch. He's definitely a witch.
And she was kind of crazy lady.
How was she seen by the community?
Crazy.
That's it, the American flag.
Yeah. Congratulations. You know what the American flag looks like.
And I would go fishing down by Tappy's Creek.
Right.
And you know, it's
Why is the camera so close to her face?
She says she's a historian writing a book on American history, and that she's a scientist who does research at the Department of Energy.
Dude, she does a lot of things in her life. She's a busy lady.
has meters on it, okay?
It also has our system.
Nah, it.
Okay, meters is the only good system. Imperial system can go bugger off.
Oh!
I'm freaking out.
You can't do that.
Yes,
You're the
at
director.
this point, I fucking have to do that. All right, I fucking have to. Do we have any weed?
Do we have any weed?
There's my friend Josh.
Hey.
Everyone when they have scotch for the first time.
I'm not ready for that thing that,
I know you don't.
Who do you think's gonna die first?
In the late 1800s, Robin Weaver, I believe her name was, supposedly just wandered off, disappeared into the woods.
She wandered off and was like, I'm gonna be a witch. Today I feel like being a witch.
And everybody's mystified about it. She was babbling something.
You had a tale to tell, too.
Yeah, she was babbling.
I love the old guy, the dad, just interrupting so much.
haunted by that old woman for
Oh,
years.
that's bullshit.
Dude, the dialogue actually, for the most part, feels pretty authentic to real people. You know, the interrupting, the overlap, stuff like that. I think he's going... No, he carries the big camera, I think. Actually, no, I think the blonde guy is gonna die first.
Each was bound to the other, each man's hands bound to the next man's feet, forming a solid structure out of the men.
Interesting.
Matter of hours. That happened here, at Coffin Rock.
I love the B-level filmmaking with the background sound as well, like the airplane flying over.
Pouring rain right now, we can't even get a fire going. Show the kids at home what the stick is for. Look at that.
It's a leaning stick. Beautiful.
Wait. Would that be a full of shit statement?
No, I didn't.
Would that be a full of shit statement? All I'm saying is that you got.
Yeah, she definitely has no idea where she is.
And I'm very pleasantly surprised by our little Mikey.
Our little
Our little Mikey.
Okay, little Mikey's dead first, actually. Changed my mind, little Mikey's dead first.
Blank. Harry. Blank.
This is definitely something friends would do to each other.
Fucking Uruguay, right there.
It's Uruguay.
Oh, God.
Is that the Blair Witch? No? I think it's Heather. Taking.
Plot twist, she is the Blair Witch. Blair Witch.
Sorry, back in there.
I don't.
Lost, admit that first. Because
We're not. I know we're not.
He's getting a little bad.
Did you agree to do this project?
I did. I agreed to a scouted out project. I didn't
It
agree
is
to just
scouted out, and I
trance
told
around.
you.
It doesn't really feel that scouted out, Heather. I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing. I don't know why you have to have every conversation on video, man. Tape some
Because we're making a documentary.
Not about us getting lost. We're making a doc.
Maybe getting lost is how you find the witch.
Think of the joy of being in a really good film.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'm quiet. Shit.
Heather is a little bit annoying. I'm going to just say that right now.
You guys excited? Okay.
I'm excited, Heather.
What's this?
I'm excited. So far this movie, no scares. Do I think it's gonna change? Yes.
Live your life.
It's like an Indian burial ground, man.
I don't know if this counts.
So you see a bunch of rocks piled up in the forest mysteriously.
4.
Do you go towards them? No. You walk away. You turn around, you say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for disturbing your rock pile. I'll go.
He wasn't beer guzzling.
They had no beer on the island, man.
If they had had beer, they would have had, like, big-ass orgies.
Fair enough.
Don't work out.
Oh, my.
Here we are back at the rock again. The rock thing.
Doing the rock thing.
Not very nice.
You knocked over some of the rocks. The witch is going to kill you. Who did that? Who did that? Was it Josh or Mike? Whoever did that is dying first. You can't kiss the rocks better. That's not how it works. Fix it. I have a feeling we're not going to see the witch this entire movie. Maybe briefly at the end, but I don't think we will.
Listen.
Oh shoot. Heather scared me. She jump scared me on the screen. I actually just died there.
It's all around us. That is fucking weird. Michael, are you saying?
The witch is like the Flash. She's just running circles around you. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Personally,
Yeah.
I think it was someone fucking with your head.
But nobody knows we're out here.
Yeah, but
Nobody knows you're out here? You didn't even tell your parents?
Differently to get back because we went around.
They're
in
going
a curve
back
a little
now?
bit.
Interesting.
I'm telling you guys, 2 more hours max.
Oh my god, stop saying that. You have to stop saying that.
No, I think we're all right. Come on, let's just keep going.
Is Heather taking them somewhere else secretly, or is she just actually lost?
Why? Because you don't know where we're going?
No, because I think we're still a ways off from the car and it's going to be getting
You said
dark
2
real soon.
hours. You said 2 hours, Heather.
Look, I'm not saying for...
I would be like Mike. I would be so mad.
Let's walk up, find a tree to sit under or some shit, check
yes,
the
can we
map.
find a place to sit to check the map, please?
You've checked the map like 8 times. You're so lost, Heather.
Whatever it was last night, it sounds like the same fucking thing.
It's following you, or should I say, she's following you.
Oh, shit. Fucking...
Maybe the witch is just lonely and wants to make friends but doesn't know how to.
Hello?
Saying hello to the darkness just makes everything so much creepier. And also, the way that it's shot with the soul light with the camera is making everything a lot creepier because you'll have a very limited field of view. And the camera spins around so fast that something could just appear.
Christ, what the fuck is that? Fuck!
Sounds like someone's smashing tree branches. That's what it sounds like to me. Also, I realized at the start I said first person point of view. I meant found footage. I'm sorry, I meant found footage, not first person.
Sorry, Mike, we should be out of here already.
This has got nothing to do with
Yeah, Mike, you're dying first, my guy.
I realize that.
Okay,
That's what
let's
I'm
go.
saying. Let's get
Okay,
the dad back.
we're
Let's
outta
get our
here.
shit packed up.
We're out
Let's
of here.
walk.
We're out of here.
Shit,
We're
we
out
just
of here.
walk?
Yes, we're out of
Okay,
here.
cool.
They're all getting mad now. They're all just getting hot-headed, and I understand. Tired, they're a day late. They scary night. Heather, put the camera down, my guy.
No, I didn't take the fucking map, man.
The witch took the map? What? She like snuck into the tent, like hee hee.
Is that, I mean, that's the fucking, like, least responsible thing you could have possibly done, man.
I thought he was gonna say that is the most uncool thing you could have done. It's not Heather's fault though, I think the witch did it. But Heather was not using the map correctly.
All I'm
Let's
saying
just
is
go.
we can move as fast as we want, but if we have no fucking clue where we're moving to, then it really doesn't matter,
We're
does
following the creek, and Mike seems satisfied with that.
Yeah, you know what? Follow the creek is a good idea. We'll follow the water downstream, and eventually you'll come to some form of civilization. What am I trying to say? Civilization.
When you're not home today, when I'm not home today, people are gonna start noticing. Like my girlfriend's definitely gonna notice that I'm not back today.
What if she doesn't? She's like cheating on him.
I thought you wanted to get to the car.
Oh boy! Okay, come on, let's get up here.
He's actually losing his mind. It's beautiful.
If I know that you have it and I can at least see it, I will feel much better.
Is that an attempted middle finger?
Into the creek, yes. It was useless. I kicked that fucker into the creek.
I fucking hope he's kidding.
Whoa! Mike? Holy shit!
Mike is actually going insane. Mike is the Blair Witch. Mike is being possessed.
You've got to be kidding me. You have got to fucking be kidding me.
I can't believe Mike did it. Did he actually get possessed or something, do you think?
Useless! This was your own. That was useless!
Okay. Okay.
Mike knew the whole time too. What the heck? I want Mike to die first now.
I'm gonna fucking stick your head in
Get this fucking camera off!
Give me the compass. You've betrayed us all beyond.
You've betrayed us all. Oh my gosh.
Does anybody have a reason why we're stopped? That's all I'm asking you. What about the plan to keep going south?
They've all given up. Oh my gosh. No.
Stuff is hanging all over. Look around.
No way.
They're all over the place.
Holy.
Whoa. That's cool.
All sorts of shit up here, man.
This is fucking crazy shit.
Don't touch it. Oh my god. You probably just summoned the devil.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking creepy.
Yeah, that one is very creepy with the moss on it and everything.
Help! Please help us!
Nope, that's not gonna do anything.
This is not the way to get out.
Maybe the witch comes to help them and then they get scared and she's like, oh, I guess they want to die instead. Sounds like a woman. Oh wait, that sounds like a kid. Even creepier.
Jesus Christ, look, it's... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let me get my jeans on.
I'm gonna put jeans on. Okay. Good for you.
Hurry up!
I'm coming! My boots aren't laced!
Okay.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
What is what? What is what?
Oh shit! Oh my god.
So people were like smacking the tent, right? Like shaking the tent and it sounded like kids.
Turn the lights off. Turn that light off.
Imagine how terrifying this would be thinking that this is a real footage.
Lights off.
Real documentary in a way. Oh, imagine the fear. His shh scared me. His shh scared me.
Baby out there. Okay.
There's no baby out there. The boss baby comes up. Hey.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, the cut kind of scared me. So they just sat there all night. Go back to the tent.
How long have we been here?
Does the witch hunt at night? Or in the day? Sorry? I don't think she does.
Spilled all my fucking water.
It looks like slime, man.
Slime?
Water, man. It is slime. What the fuck is that, dude?
Ew. Ew. They brought snails and they put the snails on the water.
What the fuck? Is this possible? Okay. Alright.
This is kind of a cool psychological movie as well. Watching everyone's emotions deteriorate slowly through stress and hunger and fear and thirst.
I see why you like this video camera so much.
You do?
It's not quite reality.
Oh, that's a good line. It's not quite reality. Hiding behind the camera.
It's like you can pretend everything's not quite the way it is.
Heather's like, okay, you're not my therapist though.
Camera in his face if he's crying.
I know that.
I know you know.
I know that.
I know we're both about to lose.
Don't
But let's
use.
try and get.
Heather needs to learn when and when not to use this camera.
Not possible. Not possible in this country.
Why is it
Not
not
possible.
possible?
Because this is America and it's not possible.
This is America.
Oh, God!
No. Oh, no.
You gotta be kidding me! This is a joke!
No, they just went back to where they started, basically. No, no, no.
We walked south all day, okay? We walked south all fucking day. I don't know how we ended up here.
How do you know you walk south? Or maybe the witch is like, I don't know, messing with the compass or something like that.
I want to make movies, Heather.
Sorry, Josh. You're gonna die. You're not gonna be able to make any movies.
You're angry in the woods, and no one here is here to help you. There's a fucking witch, and she keeps leaving shit outside your door.
And blue jelly.
There's no one here to help you. That's your motivation. That's your
That's intense. The way he was bringing the camera in and out as well. Intense.
Turn it off. You're getting like she was. Come on, turn it off.
Josh, man, please turn it off.
I'm sorry.
I hate the nighttime. I hate the nighttime, and we're probably getting close to the end of this movie now, so things are gonna get insanity. That wasn't even English.
Okay, well, alright, cut your...
You know what I fucking love?
What?
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mashed potatoes are good. With some gravy on them. Oh!
Josh!
Okay, nothing happened that night. Interesting.
Fuck, Mike, we never go out of earshot.
Interesting.
How can I... Josh!
Oh, God. You could have warned me first before you scream. Okay, Heather, calm down.
I'm over here, Mike.
Oh. For a second, I thought that was Josh. Sadness.
Josh ran off.
I think Josh is dead, or Josh went to go find the witch and be like, hey, I'll team up with you. I don't like this Heather lady.
Do I have a meatball?
Just one meatball.
And a long red glass of wine?
Yeah.
That sounds tasty.
It used to be drive to the woods and go hiking. But,
Yeah, she's never coming back to the woods again. Josh is gone. What was that noise? I was gonna say Josh is gone. It's dark outside. The witch didn't come last time. Something's gonna happen tonight.
Josh! Josh!
I hate just the pitch black because you have no idea what's happening. All you can hear is the sound. I don't like this. There's only like, I don't know, 20 minutes left of the movie. It's just stuff's about to happen. I don't like this movie anymore. I like this movie at the start when it was all sunny and bright and everyone was happy. Josh is gone, right? You haven't heard his voice anymore. He must have died.
Where he was.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. If that was Josh, he wouldn't have just been saying help. He would have been like, I'm over here, help. I am nervous for what are they gonna find Josh's body?
oh shit.
What the heck? Arts and crafts over here, looking witch. Is that Josh's bandana? Or a shirt or something? Okay. It is Josh's stuff, right?
It's all full of blood.
Ew. Ew, 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 ew. What? Am I supposed to be seeing it? What is it? Ew. What is that? A nose?
Oh my god.
Oh, what is that? Teeth? Are those teeth? Ew. It looks like a nose and some teeth. What a weird mix of things. I guess they're both on your face.
My gloves on.
You know what? At least it's not raining. You gotta stay optimistic. If it was raining, things would be so much worse because it would be raining and you'd be wet. I think that compass is just misleading you. I either think that compass does not work or the witch is tampering with it. Because there's no way you can walk just straight south and then end up in the same place. There has to be some form of tampering. Oh, that's the poster shot here, baby. That's the poster shot.
Because in spite of what Mike says now, it is my fault. Because it was my project.
The Blair Witch Project. Sounds like a frog, Heather. They're not even in a tent. She's just standing outside.
I'm scared to close my eyes.
Yeah, I'm scared to close my eyes
open
too.
them.
I'm also scared to look in that dark spot right behind your face. That's not Josh today. That's not Josh today. I'm a little spooked right now. Will not lie, I'm a little spooked.
Holy shit. It's a house.
It's a house.
Watch your step.
It's a house? You found her little hut? Her Hagrid hut? Pretty nice house for a witch though. Will not lie. Pretty nice house.
Josh?
Why would you go into the house? You know there's a witch hunting you. You've probably just stumbled upon her house. Why would you go near it? Why would you go in it?
Come on. Come on, in the house.
Mike, you're dead. Mike, you're dead next. He's not... Why do you think he's in here? You think he would just be like sitting there chilling? Just like, hey, with like a bottle of beer?
Oh, Jesus.
Can you guys leave the house now?
Let me go upstairs.
Yeah, maybe go upstairs.
I'm going upstairs.
If we see something, I'm going to scream. Hey, they're like the children. Remember we heard the children? It's like children's hands on the wall.
Hear that?
Are they the children that she killed? Hold up, are they the children that she killed?
Getting downstairs.
Don't go downstairs.
Come on.
Don't go
I am
downstairs.
downstairs.
You're dead, Mike.
Come on.
It's getting really frantic. Something's about to happen.
Josh. Josh, is that you down there?
In the basement? Why are you in the basement? Mike just got decked. Why would you go down there? Mike's not responding, he's dead. Just run away, Heather. Ah! Heather's dead. Is that Heather? Is that her body? Is that it? Interesting ending. I am that was a really fun movie at the end. Actually, it wasn't that fun. I'm gonna be honest, that wasn't that fun. That was just insanely spooky at the end. But it was fun, I guess. It would be fun with people, I guess. But it was a little spooky at the end. But overall, pretty good movie. And that was my reaction to The Blair Witch Project, the 1999 horror found footage film starring Heather Donahue, Joshua Leonard, and Michael C. Williams. That movie was a lot of fun. I'd like to just say at the start of this movie, I said it was a first-person movie. I meant a found footage movie, but for some reason the term got muddled in my head and I said first person. So sorry about that mistake. I know it is a found footage movie. I was trying to say I think it is one of the first, if not the first, found footage movies. I think, and even especially even the first found footage movie to really become a mainstream film, a found footage movie that makes tons of money. So many movies after this movie were inspired by the Blair Witch Project and the found footage. So many horror movies tried to attempt the same sort of magic, I guess, the same sort of formula that this movie had because of how well received this movie was and how much money this movie made. Getting into the reviews for this movie very quickly before I get into anything else. 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb and 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. The critics scored it really high, and I'm wondering if the critics scored it really high because it was kind of a first for the horror genre. The found footage genre wasn't really a thing up until this point. So, and because that they did execute it pretty well, and because of all the cool advertising surrounding it, because everyone thought it was an actual documentary, because of all that, I'm wondering if that is why the critics scored it so high, because I think a 6.5 is a very good score for this film. 86% seems very, very high. That's putting it up there with some really, really great movies. So I'm wondering if it is because it is kind of a very unique film to the genre, or a groundbreaking film to the found footage genre. Getting into the sound of this movie, I can't really say any music because there was no music. All of the sound in this movie was diegetic, and that makes perfect sense because this is a found footage film. It's supposed to be kind of like a documentary of all this film that they found lying on the ground when the people went missing like a year later or something like that. So it makes sense that there's no music in this movie. It really keeps you immersed in the scene, and it keeps you immersed in the belief that this is a documentary. And I know that I knew the context of this movie. I know that I knew all of these really crazy marketing strategies that the film crew had. I know that I knew that this movie was not a documentary, but I was trying to imagine myself while I was watching this movie. I was trying to imagine sitting in a theater in 1999, not knowing anything, seeing these advertisements, believing that they were real, and then watching this movie going, this is a real documentary of something that happened to these three people. And I was sitting there going, I could probably believe it, up until maybe the very end when things started to get really kind of spooky and crazy in a way, and then obviously the credits rolled and it said written, directed, and edited by whoever. But up until that point, I probably could have believed, if I don't know for sure, but I think I would have believed that this was a documentary. And I think that they did a really good job kind of portraying this found footage college student film sort of vibe. I thought that the filmmakers did a really good job with that, because it did feel like if they were college students. First of all, the actors in this movie did a really good job. The dialogue I thought was very interesting, because for the most part, I thought the dialogue was actually very good. I thought that Heather had some iffy lines here or there where like, okay, that's just like a script, you know, that's just a bad script. And same with Josh and same with Mike. However, a lot of the times they felt very much like a group of kids, not even kids, a group of young adults going out into the woods to film something that they're passionate about, especially at the start of the movie, and especially the people that they were interviewing. They felt like real interviews. A woman, this mom had her daughter, right, and the daughter was like smacking her face and stuff. It felt like a real interview. The old man was talking about all of this and that, and then they had like the cars driving by and they had that bad sound because they didn't have enough money for sound equipment really, so they'd film the cars driving by as well, and then that sound would kind of interfere with the dialogue audio, or like a plane would pass overhead and that would interfere with the dialogue audio. Like, it felt like a student film, and it felt like all the actors in this film were real people, and especially the group of three, maybe not so much when they were getting really angry at each other. That felt a little staged sometimes, especially the whole map situation. It was a really cool twist, and I was like, what the heck, I did not expect Mike to do that. But at the same time, it did feel a little scripted. But whenever they were just sitting in the tent by themselves, whenever they were just kind of talking to each other, not angry, just talking to each other, it did feel like they were just a couple of Joes, couple of young teenagers, or young adults, I should say, walking around in the woods as friends, as filmmakers, as passionate people towards this art, this craft. And I thought that was done really, really well. The found footage in this movie, the thing that this movie hinges on, the thing that made this movie popular in the first place, the way it was filmed, found footage. I thought it was really, really interesting to see the I guess the godfather of found footage films. I've seen some found footage films. They're not my favorite things in the world. They're probably one of my least favorite like horror movie styles, I guess. But this movie was definitely very interesting, and of course you have to put some respect on it because it was the first one, or at least the first mainstream one. There could be another found footage film that was sort of popular before this, but I think that this was like the first mainstream found footage film, and I thought that they did a really good job. There were definitely some moments where I was like, oh, I don't know if I like it, especially when the camera was just shaking around constantly. Like, I feel like some people would get a little motion sick with that and stuff, and it was very grainy. Obviously 1999 handheld cameras weren't the greatest, so it was a little bit grainy, but overall I thought they did a really good job. My favorite shots were actually the shots when there was nothing on screen, which is a little strange to say, but whenever it was like pitch black on screen, and you could only hear the characters talking and the sounds. I don't know why, but that freaked me out the most. Yes, the film light. Oh, the film light. I'll talk about lighting in a second, but yes, that was creepy. But my favorite parts of the movie, there were like 2 or 3 times where it was pitch black. You couldn't see anything on the screen, but you could hear the characters talking. You could hear the characters freaking out. You could hear these weird sounds all around you. And for some reason, that was really, really immersive to me, because it wasn't like I was with these characters walking around. There was nothing on screen. The characters can't see anything. I can't see anything. All they can hear is sound. All I can hear is sound. And it felt like I was sort of in that frame, because because if they're in the forest, you see the light, you can see the forest, you're like, okay, I'm not actually in a forest. But with this black screen in a movie theater, for instance, imagine the lights are out, there's a black screen, all you can hear are the characters talking, it's pitch black where you are, and you're like, oh my gosh, this kind of feels like I'm right there, because I know I'm not in a forest when they show a forest, but I am in a very dark place and the screen is very dark. So I feel like that kind of immersed me a little bit more for some reason. That is why I like those shots. I was a very long explanation of why I like those shots. The lighting in this movie, also most of it natural lighting, I'm assuming just sun. It did feel a lot like a B movie. This movie felt like it had a budget of about $5.50, but they did a really good job with those $5.50. The camera light, though, that is what I like to talk about. The single light that shines in the night as Heather would look around was insanely effective for bringing this very creepy, spooky atmosphere to these night shots. And of course they have to have this light, like the camera will have the light, there's no way the characters wouldn't use it, but just kind of the spotlight effect that it had really kind of made the forest feel more alive and feel like something was moving in every shadow, because we could only kind of see in this straight line. So anything to the right or the left of this light and anything just beyond the light was really, really creepy. It reminded me of Slender Man. If anyone's ever played Slender Man, it reminded me of that game. And I don't know, I thought that light in general made the whole night sequences so much more scary. Overall though, this movie wasn't that scary. I mean, the end of it, like the last 10 minutes and slash some of the night sequences were, but we never saw the witch. We never saw anything really. It was all sound effects and it was all camera and it was all the actors doing it. So I thought that was very interesting. It was like the atmosphere of the film surrounded by the camera work and the way that the actors presented themselves on camera and behind the camera, holding the camera, is what made this movie scary. So I find that very fascinating. But also, like, overall this movie was not scary. The first, like, I don't know, hour and 10 minutes, while there were some little jumps and some little scares, for the most part, was not scary. The last 10 minutes of this movie, scary. So I think that it was a very weird thing, and if I had made this movie, I would have liked more scary stuff in it, because it did feel like it was a little tedious up until the last 10 minutes. Like, okay, they're walking, they're angry. Okay, they wake up, oh, they're walking and angry again. You know, it felt like they were kind of recycling the same thing eventually. So I was very glad when we got to those last 10 minutes and it was very scary. So yeah, that's probably one of my biggest complaints, is that it felt like they were recycling sort of the same points. Oh, we woke up. Oh, we're lost. Oh, we're angry. Okay, let's go to bed. Oh, we can't sleep. Oh, wake up. Oh, we're angry. Oh, we're hungry. Go back to sleep, you know, stuff like that. Getting into the cast now. The cast is, I guess the cast is only 3 people really, Heather, Joshua, and Michael, and I really like that they use their own names in the movie, makes it a lot more authentic, and then also, I guess that helps with the advertising, because you can go missing poster and use their actual names and then have an actual address for these actual people. So again, the advertising thing, it just blows me away about how cool that was and how people were actually sending like cards to the mothers of these people because they thought they were dead. So I think that is a masterful stroke of advertising and is probably what made this movie like as popular as it is, because of how well it was advertised. But anyways, Michael C. Williams as Michael C. Williams. He was really good in this movie. I enjoyed him. I thought he was gonna die first. I mean, I thought Josh was gonna die first at the start, but then I was like, oh, Mike's gonna die first, but Josh did die first, so I'm a genius. But Michael C. Williams did play Mike really well. He shared a lot of the screen time with Heather. I think he had the most screen time besides Heather. Actually, no, I think he had more screen time than Heather. I think he had the most screen time because Heather was always behind the camera. So Michael C. Williams did a really, really good job. I didn't like him at times. I liked him at other times. Every character was like that, though. I didn't like them at times, and I liked them at times. And it made them feel very human because they were not all perfect, but they were not all bad either. They were just angry and frustrated and tired and hungry. So I thought he did a really good job. Joshua Leonard as Joshua Leonard. I thought he was really good in this movie as well. He died first. He wasn't in the movie as much as I thought he was going to be. I thought Michael wasn't going to be in the movie too much, and I thought Joshua was going to be in the movie a lot more. I think that Joshua did a really good job as this character. He had the beard and stuff, right? He was pretty fun as this ponytail guy. When he was like sitting alone asking for a cigarette, I was a little sad. But when he was punching Michael because Michael kicked the map in the water, I was like, yes, Josh, you go, man. I thought he did a really good job. And Heather Donahue, I think that's how you say her name, Donahue, as Heather Donahue. She was really good in this movie as well, although she definitely had the worst lines of dialogue. If any of the dialogue was scripted, it was hers, because hers were definitely just kind of, some of it felt a little clunky, and maybe it was her delivery or the actual script itself, but some of it did feel a little clunky. But overall, she did a really good job. She talked the most in this movie. You heard her voice constantly, and sometimes I was like, yeah, Heather, but sometimes I was like, oh, like her voice felt like nails on a chalkboard. I was getting mad at her sometimes for just getting them lost and then going, no, we're almost there, but obviously she's lost. Like, I was getting mad at her for that, but I was also like happy that she was trying to press on as a team, you know? So there are bad things about her character, good things about her character, but overall I thought Heather Donahue did a really good job. And that is my reaction to the Blair Witch Project. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I'm glad I finally got around to this iconic found footage movie. Yeah, and one of the only reasons I really wanted to watch it was because it is so iconic and because it started this whole chain of found footage genre, and everything from 1999 up until present day even can be linked back to the Blair Witch if it's a found footage film. So that is a very interesting thing. So I'm glad I got to watch it, and I did enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.